you for that.
Yeah.
Is that cold out? That season?
It's just that time of year. It's a little chillier out, right? A little brisk in the morning. Yeah.
Your former teammate Rob Gronkowski was just announced that he's going to be a football analyst for one of the networks.
Nice.
What type of analyst do you think Gronk will be?
He'll be good. He'll be good. He's been pretty good at everything he's done. So he's yeah, I didn't know that. That's good for him. It's a great opportunity.
We'll be on the Fox pregame show this Thursday night, actually.
Oh, good. Hard-hitting analysis.
How long will it last?
All right. I don't know. That's great. It's great to see a lot of our guys get a lot of great opportunities like that. So.
You guys have been very good on Thursday Night Football. I think 12-2 in your last 14. Why?
I'm not sure. That's a good question. I think it's really about like what it always is. Putting, whenever you play Thursday night, Sunday night, Monday night, you have that amount of time, same amount as the other team typically, unless they're at a bye or something like that. So you just got to utilize the time as best you can, and try to. I mean, I know for me, game ended. I started thinking about the Giants. Just use as much time as you can between now and kickoff to get to know them, especially against a team that we're probably not that familiar with. We don't play them that often. Play them in the preseason, but once every 4 years. So you just got to get to know them as best you can, kind of know their strengths, try to come up with things you think you can attack, and then, we're not getting a lot of time on the practice field, but you can talk through a lot of things, and then you got to go out there and execute in a 3-hour window on Thursday night. So it'll be fun. It'll be a great atmosphere.
Tom, on that note, do you feel like you have an advantage because you've been doing this for so long and you've been through so many different scenarios that, okay, I only have this many days to prepare.
Yeah.
I've seen stuff that they're doing before. This will be easy for me to process.
Well, I'm pretty efficient with my time. Anytime you have experience doing things, like I do, like you guys do, and you've been in your job for a long time, like a lot of people do when they've been in their job for a long time, you know what works, you know what doesn't work. You just try to get to the things that work and that are going to be successful. So whether it's your preparation, how you study, how you utilize your time, I think there's always a balance for a player between your mental preparation, your physical preparation, your emotional preparation, and how you try to, be at the peak for all of those, all three of those phases, for the particular game that you're playing. So, you don't have the, physical time to practice, so mentally you got to take advantage of that, get your body right, be prepared, and then go out and execute at a high level.
At this point, is the preparation that you get at practice not as valuable maybe as it was to you earlier in your career? You said a couple weeks ago, you're not a spring chicken. There may be good times for
That's
you.
kind of a joke. You guys take everything so literal. That was a joke.
We would never do that.
Yeah, that was just, I was kidding around. That was.
Okay, so how important, I guess, is practice at this point? So you get in those reps in practice?
I've had a lot of practices. I mean, if you think probably 100 practices a year on average over the course of maybe more than that, 120 times 20 years, just professional, all through high school, college. So, football, I would say, is very much like riding a bike for me now. I mean, I know what to do. I know where to look. I wish I didn't make, mistakes when I was out there. But, yeah, I mean, the practice is very important for me because, it gives me confidence in what we're doing. It helps me anticipate things with the players that I'm playing with. So even though I maybe, have done things, I still recognize that a lot of other players haven't done those things. So my connection with them is very important. Even though I've been doing it, the two of us need to do it together. Football is a very coordinated game. Everybody needs to be thinking the same thing, reacting the same way, anticipating the same way in order for it to be successful. So that's why us being out there as a unit is very important, practicing, executing in practice so you can build confidence. The confidence builds trust, and the trust leads to good execution when you're out on the field.
Tom, a few years ago, you guys had Martellus Bennett here. He was a big personality, a lot of fun, and you seem to have a very good relationship with him. What's it like having Michael Bennett here this year? What kind of teammate has he been?
Yeah, I really enjoyed my time with Michael. It's a little different because he's on the defensive side of the ball. Martellus and I had a chance to, we were in every meeting together, communicate a lot about football, and then just had a great relationship. Even for the year that he was here, and then he came back for a little bit of time. So Michael and I, we haven't had as much time together, but they're they're similar. They're same size. They're the same voice. There's a lot of similarities, and just really enjoy him. Love the football player that he is, the level of talent he brings. He's been on some great defenses, and he's a big, powerful guy. I played against him. He knocked the crap out of me in the 2014 Super Bowl. So I know what kind of player he is, and I'm glad he's on our team.
Tom, how disappointing was it to hear the Ben Watson getting released news yesterday?
Pretty tough. Pretty tough. It's tough for a lot of guys. I've played with a lot of guys over the years, and Ben's a great player. He's been a great player for this team, for other teams. He's had an incredible career, and hopefully he can keep playing. And I know he was looking forward to playing, and I miss him. He was right next to me, and for as great as a player he was 10 times better person. Just the highest integrity, and I can't say enough good things about Ben, what he's meant to me and my family, our team. So we're gonna miss him.
Connection with Izzo and Lacoste can get improved over the course of it, and you feel more comfortable with the tight end situation having lost Watson?
Am I more
Are you
comfortable?
more comfortable with those because you lost Watson? Are you more
Yeah.
comfortable now with those two guys in being able to fill that role?
It's just I'm the quarterback, so I don't make those decisions, and who's ever out there, that's who I got to play with. So yeah.
So from the beginning of the season to now, have those guys improved? Have you seen things in Lacoste and Izzo that make you more comfortable with them?
Yeah, those guys they're competing hard, and I think they're trying. And Matt hasn't been out there as much as we've all would have wanted. Certainly, what he would have wanted. Ryan's done quite a few things for us, and I think part of the reference to practice earlier is we're trying to get out there and utilize the reps we can in practice, talk about things, communicate through the things that come up in practice, so that again we can execute when we need to in the game. So.
When you see Eli's incredible starting streak come to an end, did it make you think about how many every years down the road it is for you, that it's going to end for you, and how you want it to end?
I want it to end? Oh, man.
Like not like that, maybe?
I think I've had a great career. I'm it's an Eli question, so Eli's been a great player and great for that organization. We've had great battles against their team, certainly in big moments. They've got us in the big moments, unfortunately, but they deserved it. And Eli's played great. He's been a great player for that organization, for the team. I think his teammates, he's got the respect of all those guys, and that's what you play for. You play for the respect of your teammates and your coaches. They know what you put into it. They know what it means to you. They can feel it. He's had an incredible career.
Just follow that up before you go, just on what you see from Daniel Jones, just sort of that trend. I know you don't watch studying
Yeah.
him, but just as a young quarterback, older quarterback, and you and Dwayne after the game, seeing that new generation come.
Yeah, I love football, so I love football. I love watching quarterbacks play. I've seen a lot over 20 years. I've seen the position, I wouldn't say it's changed much. I think, what you try to do as quarterback is, get the team down the field, and everyone's got different skill sets in order to be able to accomplish that. Some teams build their offense around the skill sets of the quarterback, some don't. Some guys have systems that are conducive to their style, some don't. But yeah, I appreciate good quarterback play. I pay attention to all the young guys. I pay attention to the old guys. I pay attention to every quarterback in the league and watch them, watch how they lead, watch how they play, throw, their fundamentals, their decisions. Got to know what my competition's like. So I'm trying to study those guys too. So thank you guys.